That's the one I meant to hit.
There it is. What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Nick and Nat's Patty Whack.
Yeah.
We're back. We're back. We had some fun stuff recently.
We also DFA'd Nick Castellanos.
Yeah, we DFA'd the shit out of that guy.
Mm-hmm.
Not sure what that means, but it wasn't good, and he deserved it. So.
He's just not contributing to this podcast.
No, not at all. And we for what we gave up for him. I mean, Christ Almighty.
Yeah,
It's
we
insane.
lost the first. We've lost the first round pick.
He lost a big first rounder with
Yeah.
that one, dude. Well, we could have gotten.
Podcast first round picks.
Dude, podcast first round picks. I'm immediately using that on Manny Muskets. Yeah. First round. We'll find a use for you, but we just need Manny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Steve's like, that's fine. I'll get James McCune on.
It would do 10 times better just because Steve's got the magic touch with. Yeah.
There we go.
Yeah. No, but we're back. So I guess I had the less exciting thing. So we'll start with Nick. Nick was in Japan.
I don't even have a racist button for it, so just imagine.
I was really thinking of one. I got my samurai voice ready.
No, I know, right?
Yeah, but so Nick was in Japan, and we purposely didn't talk to each other about it for this exact moment right here. So
Yeah, it's also just how male friendships work. You
honestly, even if we didn't pod, I probably would never know until we saw each other at a bar. I was like, oh.
yeah,
So, well,
it'd come up 10 years later.
it would, and it wouldn't even be important. I'd be like, "Oh fuck, that's right. We haven't talked since you went to Japan." Yeah, and you're like, "Oh yeah, that's right."
Yeah, that's right.
You're like, honestly,
I've been living there. Yeah,
Yeah, you're like, funny enough, I moved back 2 years later. I didn't do shit on that trip at all, but when I went back, it was a big deal.
Exactly.
Yeah. No, so you went to some hot spots. You went to Tokyo, right? That was one of them. Big Tokyo.
This is gonna be the hottest take. Tokyo sucks, dude.
Oh,
Tokyo sucks.
yeah.
In Godzilla, they're not screaming. They're all cheering. He's destroying fucking Tokyo. They are so happy because they're like, we don't have to live here. We don't have to live in fucking Tokyo. I don't know, maybe it's good for other people, but
Yeah.
it's like, what if you were in New York and you straight up couldn't talk to anyone? That's the vibe I got. Like,
Really? Oh, okay.
and that's fine, but it's like the things I liked about it was like just that they had a good train system, and I was like, I flew 3,000 miles to enjoy a metro line. What's wrong with me?
I will say, I feel like that fact that you didn't really enjoy it that much is proof that Tokyo is for weebs.
Oh, fully.
You've got to be a weeb to really appreciate. Because I feel like Tokyo, like when I was growing up, Tokyo was like advertised, I feel like, as like the forefront of technology.
Yeah.
Like that was the place to go. And then within like a year, in the mid 2010s, it was, I mean, if you're a white dude, you really like anime and probably want a fucking Asian girl. That's what's going to be fun for you. And then ever since then, that's anytime anyone's been to Tokyo, those are the two things they like to do, and they like it. And you're one of the first people that was like,
I know.
it shit kind of sucked.
Yeah.
I'm like, well, that's why, because you're married and you don't love anime. Like, there you go.
Oh my god! But they all assumed I did because of the build. I'm telling you, I went into several like thrifting like retail stores, and first of all, they didn't want to talk to me at all because I was the fat white guy. They all wanted to talk to my wife, and I was like, okay, fine, whatever. She's more approachable. But like when I was in the thrifting stores, they'd come to me and in English, the English they knew, they're like, "You like anime?" And I was like, I kind of. And then they would just show me every anime T-shirt they've ever collected there, thinking I'm gonna buy it for like $80.
Yeah. Pokemon $90. And
Yeah,
you're
they're like,
no, I mean maybe, but no. Yeah, I don't like it that much. Yeah, but
no, exactly.
But
Like
the next tubby white guy after you, who's gonna look like me, will buy it for $90. So
yeah,
they know what they're doing.
It's convinced me to get a haircut. It was it was pretty brutal, man.
That was it. You knew.
Yeah,
The hair is what gave you away.
yeah.
Oh, good old Tokyo. Well, what did you get? You were there for what, like a few days, couple days in Tokyo specifically?
Yeah, I was there around 4 days.
Yeah, so you got to do some stuff.
Yeah. Let's see what was good. Yeah, so we went to.
I've heard the I feel like this is the most stupid basic question, but I do have to ask. Like, I've heard sushi is wildly cheap there. Like at a point where like sushi in America will piss you off because of how expensive it is.
The U.S. dollar is so fucking strong there.
That too.
It's insane because so like I was at a bar, and we were all drinking. We're definitely drinking more than we should. Mm-hmm. I bought drinks for other people. I've asked for sake. The guy was like, "We're out of sake," and I was like, "Oh, that's fine." He goes, "No, wait, hold on. I'll go get sake." And then so he left the bar to get sake. So I knew like this is about to be pretty pricey.
Yeah.
He comes back and almost sheepishly, he's like, "I'm so sorry, man. Here's the bill." And so then I like calculated what it cost. It was like $60.
You bought the bar for $60.
I essentially bought the bar for $60. I had to keep a poker face, but it was kind of like, dude, I've doubled this, just by like trying to be good. Going to like the place down the street.
I've doubled that without thinking about it, watching a Birds game at a bar.
Yeah,
easily. I'll put down 125 for what I remember to be 2 pickleback shots and 3 beers, but it's never that. Even then, that's a lot. But
yeah, you hit 125 and you go, that's right. We got appetizers.
That's right. And then I put down I put down the card for the 4 appetizers we got that are each $20.
Exactly.
Like, yeah, that's why. No. Yeah. But no, in Japan, not in Japan.
No, not in Japan. No, honestly, in that regard, it's really cool.
Mm-hmm. Do they watch hockey over there? I have to ask.
It didn't come up.
It didn't come up.
It didn't come up.
Well, that's the pod.
No, but yeah, I learned just enough Japanese to start asking strangers, "Do you know American hockey?"
I like to think you bring it up and then they go. It's like one random name you wouldn't even think of. I don't know, like what's it like?
Yeah, they're just like, going Wayne Gretzky.
No, but
that's right. Yeah.
Well, no, they just pause and look at you and they just say some name like Claude Giroux, and you'd be like, I don't know who that is. They'd be like, all right, cool, you're one of us. Or you'd be like, he played for the Flyers. You'd be like, yeah, I know that. You'd be like Claude Giroux, and you'd be like, yeah, I'm a Flyers fan. They'd be like, ugh. And you're like, what the fuck did Claude Giroux do to Japan? It's like the most random name, and they're just like, get out of my fucking store.
Dude, that would happen. Like, I look it up, and it's like, oh, Claude Giroux had like a bender. He's completely banned.
He blacked out in Japan and called him every name under the sun.
Mm-hmm. And when they looked it up, they were pissed.
Let me tell you, they were not happy. Yeah. So yeah, no hockey there. But no, okay. So
baseball's good though. Their baseball's fun.
Dude, it is fun to think like we rebuilt Japan after that second nuke and we're like, this is what we like figure it out. And it was like technology and baseball and cars.
Oh, yeah,
they were like, all right, that's going to be our life forever now.
There's a phrase I really liked where someone said Tokyo has been living in the year 2000 for the last 40 years. And I think that's very solid.
Yeah, that makes exact sense.
Yeah, it was the year of the future. Then it just kind of was like, it's really interesting. It's like retrofuturism because it's like it's like really like this was the top of the line shit back in the day, and it's maintained very well. Mm-hmm. But it's still like it looks like Blade Runner, fucking Macintosh 93 shit.
Yeah, it's starting to get a vintage feel, kind of.
Exactly.
That makes sense. I've always like that's the weird thing about Japan too is like. I feel like what's the word for it? I mean, Blade Runner did it best. What is that cyberpunk dystopian thing? That steampunk?
Yeah, cyberpunk, steampunk,
something like that.
Steampunk is the top hats, trading cards, people.
Oh no, you're right. Oh, the miladies. Yeah, okay, never mind. Yeah, so it's a cyberpunk dystopian vibe, and I feel like that's always rooted in Japan. Whenever you look at that kind of vibe of like the dystopian feeling, and I feel like some artist at some point saw maybe it was Akira. When they made that movie, when they were in Japan and they looked around and they were like, what would this be like in like 80 years if this was still the same thing? And then it was just that. Yeah. It was just cyberpunk dystopia. But
it's got that optimism on like, during that time, Japan, the economy was just exploding. Big time. So they were like, okay, so like in the year 2100, Japan's the biggest global economy of all time, and America is dying. And now it's just kind of like, no, y'all are the vassal state.
Y'all fucked up. You're the vassal state. It was actually China.
Yeah.
China. I remember China. I'm going to get better at that. One of my... China? Nope. All right, I give up. One of my good buddies, Max, shout out Max. Not actually, oddly enough, swear to God, I am going to drop the name. Not Max Moore, but right. Max Moore. One of my good buddies has the same last name as our former podcast guest, Maxie Baby Max Moore. Anyway, that Max that lives in Japan. Nope. JK. Lives in DC. We were talking about Japan.
DC, the Japan of the East Coast.
The Japan of the East Coast.
Great trains.
Yeah.
Never know what they're talking about.
Great trains. It's not getting any better. Anyway, so Maxie Baby lived with a couple of roommates right out of college and went to go visit them in DC. And one of the roommates, it was this girl, and her friend just like went to Beijing. Neither one are Asian.
Wow.
And that was it. And I don't know if they learned any Mandarin or anything, but I remember just thinking then and still now, I'm like, you went like there's like 7 countries that you could go to, but as an English-speaking American, you got to be like, are you ready for that?
Oh, yeah.
Are you ready for that? And like the heart of China is one of those. It'd be like the heart of China, like Russia, 4 African countries.
I feel like because they were in DC, they just kind of like implied they were like important U.S. like had military secrets or something, and just suddenly they were just kind of like, "What? Look at that, free tickets, baby."
Yeah. But that's the thing.
You're just saying stuff, you know.
Yeah, just winging it. Yeah. But I don't know. Something about Japan is so Americanized because we rebuilt that country after we nuked them. But China's like, dude, you're in the deep waters now, big dog. You figure that one out.
Yeah.
Like that's one of the countries where I'm like, I would be nice to go, but I know I would panic. Like, I don't know.
There's got to be like, you know, English guides and stuff like that, and like,
you'll find pockets nowadays. It's not like Europe though. If you've ever been to, because I've been to Europe a couple times. In Europe at this point, it's like it's kind of cool in a way, but it's very homogenized. The world. So it's like you go to any big European city because, like, let's see, I've been to, I've flown through a lot, so that doesn't count. But like, I've been to Zurich and a few cities around Switzerland, and I've also been to Milan and Turin and Venice, and all of them are like part of me wanted to go in and just be like, hey, I'll try a little bit of Italian, and they're like, hi, how's it going, welcome here. Like they just immediately cut to the American English, and I'm all like, oh well, I'm still traveling, but it kind of doesn't feel that way a little bit. But it's also, I don't know, like that's a cool thing. But if you go out to like an Asian country like China or Vietnam, South Korea, probably not. I feel like South Korea is probably very Englishized. But you go to some of those countries, it's like, not only do you not look like anybody, because you stick out, you don't know the language, you're never going to know the language, and you don't know the alphabet.
Yeah.
So figure it the fuck. So that's what thing where it's like, it would be cool to go to China, but like I would have a panic attack like day 2.
There were moments of that in Japan because major cities there is like the Roman alphabet, Romanji. You know, they'll put that beneath, you know, the names of the subway platform or stuff like that. So it's easy to figure out what's going on. But like you'll get on a bus and you don't got that comfort anymore. The only happiness you have is like, okay, they're still using the same numerals as me. It says 15. I know that's the 15.
Yeah, that's it. You do straight Roman. Okay, I didn't think about that. Yeah, they're just like, this is all we give you, and it's Roman numerals. And you're be like, ah, shit. Yeah.
Yeah, but I'm like, well, thank God, I don't know what this is on the menu, but I know what they cost. Yeah. So thank God.
Well, so following it, I feel like I'm doing an interview. This is fun. So following up on your Tokyo visit on this whole language thing, I hate that voice. All right, so basically, you didn't just go to Tokyo; you went to other places in Japan, and Tokyo is probably the most Americanized. Was it? So where did you go to Tokyo? Let me ask
that. We spent a day in Kamakura, which was a beach town.
That actually sounds really cool.
Loved that, and even though I'm not an anime guy, it was like a beach episode because I was stressed. We were bickering because we were both stressed. And then we went to the beach and suddenly everything was solved. Yeah. And it was like, okay, that's why they do that there.
Okay. Yeah.
Then we went to Kyoto.
Okay.
Very cool experience. It's like it was the biggest city that didn't get bombed.
Okay. So it's got like big history, or it's got history in a bigger city kind of vibe to it.
Yeah. Right. And so it's like it's not massive by their standards because like Greater Tokyo is like 30 million people.
Is it bigger than New York?
It's bigger than New York, right? It's in the top 3 metros in the world, and New York's number 11.
What are the biggest 3?
The first one was Jakarta. I looked it up. It's massive. It's 47 million people.
Where's Jakarta?
The Philippines.
Fuck me. I didn't know that. That sounds like a health hazard.
It probably is.
That's like the first time you look at it as a child, you look at land masses on the map and you're like, oh, China has most people in the country. Like, that's pretty big. And then you look at America and you're like, oh, it's a little bit smaller than China. Oh, it's nice. And you go, and then look at that place, India, and you go, oh, that place is, all right, that's pretty small. It's like maybe like a quarter the size of China. And they're like, they have as many people as China.
Yeah.
You go, what, there? And they go, yeah.
Yep.
Right there. And you got to be like, oh, fuck me. How does that happen? That's when you're like, yeah, the biggest city in the world's in the Philippines. It's like, no, it's not. No, it better not be. Yeah. Similar note, actually, the most, we really are on a side tangent, but you can at least say you learned a fun fact. The most hazardous air in the world, or the city that has it, is in Bosnia-Herzegovina.
Yeah.
Forgot the name of it. Immediately, because I'm a white dude in America and have a little bit of racism, I was like, oh, okay, so like top 4 are Indian cities, right? Nah, that's like 4 through 8. But the top 3, actually, I think it's like 3 through something. But
I think the second is New Delhi.
Yeah, it was. There was a few Indian cities, and New Delhi was the biggest one. But the weirdest thing was, and the reason I bring it up was, it was like, I don't know, whatever, New Delhi, Bosnia-Herzegovina city, like whatever it is in Bosnia is like, we need to cut that city out of the world.
Yeah,
like it's like 10 times worse than any other city. And I was like, what the fuck out of here?
Consider it Chernobyl.
Yeah, basically. That's what it was. And they're like, no, like it's a booming metropolitan area. And I'm like, no, the fuck, it's not.
Yeah, it's booming.
Yeah. Anyway, what were we back on?
Every day in Bosnia, you know, you just start your car and you rev it up as hard as you can. And you're working from home, but you got your foot on the gas pedal in neutral. Like, that's just a requirement.
When you think of Bosnia-Herzegovina, the first thing that comes to mind is just a hunk of shit car that was made for a communist country. Yeah. It sucks. And you're like, oh yeah, everything's gray or green. And you're like, yeah.
I bet if we look it up, I bet this is like one of those spots that's sort of a big, you know, dumping ground for the world, you know, where everyone's like, recycle your batteries, and you never see what happens, but they just ship it there
and just drop kick it down to fucking Bosnia.
Yeah, they just drop it in the ground there.
Yeah, figure it the fuck out.
Exactly. They're like, all right.
Yeah. Okay, so so back to Japan. Mm-hmm. Tokyo, super fucking massive, but Kyoto, not so much. Yeah. So you said it's the biggest city that didn't get bombed. Does that mean it's like big on its history?
Yes.
Is it kind of like going to
So Kyoto
like
is,
a Gettysburg.
They wouldn't like well, I know they wouldn't like it because I could tell they didn't like it. It's the Philadelphia of Japan. I told this to this person. They had the straightest face. Just kind of like they just kind of went,
They do.
But here's the deal with Kyoto. They were the capital at one point, and that was a very big deal for them.
Yeah.
They are the 11th biggest city in Japan. Philadelphia is the 11th biggest city in the United States, and
it adds up.
Massive on history, and they have a Temple University campus there.
Really?
When I saw that on a train. We were like, it says Temple University. That's the logo, and we looked it up, and it was there.
Yeah, with its own trank headquarters.
Yeah, I was like, yeah. Yeah, I was looking for a cheesesteak.
That's hilarious,
dude. Yeah, I asked for a cheesesteak egg roll there. Just like,
they probably threw something at you. Yeah,
they're like, that's another place, asshole.
Fuck you, ass.
And I'm like, I'm from Philly. We have it there.
Yeah, fuckhead. And they're like, what are you doing? Yeah. No, that's like when I went to Italy and we were gonna go to Torino, and a buddy of mine had already gone to Italy and been to Torino, and at one point he goes, a lot of people say it's like the Detroit of Italy, but I didn't feel that way. Motherfucker, he was wrong. It's the Detroit of Italy.
Yeah.
Like, I've never been to Detroit, but the second I got in Torino, I was like, yeah, I get it. Yeah, it felt like a city of like if it were a big circle and only like a little rim of that circle was people and living things, and everything in the middle of that circle was just like,
yeah, buildings that have to get knocked down.
Yeah, I love the soccer team from one of the soccer teams, Juventus. So it was nice to go, and they're like a big money team. So
you saw reverse Eminem.
Honest to God, yeah, I did, and it was like
the one black guy in Italy.
And they wanted him out bad.
Yeah, they were like, you can't rap like us white Italian rappers.
You can't rap like Giuseppe over here. Yeah, the fucking battle rap king of Torino. Yeah. No, but anyway, yeah, it is funny when you're like, no, this is the blank of this country, and then you're like, oh no, I nailed it. We did that. Yeah, so that's good to know. Go to the Philly of Japan.
Mm-hmm. And we ended in Osaka.
Okay.
Osaka. I mean, we had a day trip to see this castle in a different town, but Osaka, hands down, favorite place in Japan. Everyone is so chill.
Nice.
Amazing food.
Is it like hippie chill or just like old people chill?
It's like college students chill.
Ooh.
Like, so, I mean, like, but even then, old people chill. Because, like, on the way back from Himeji on our day trip to see that castle, this old guy heard us speaking English, and he was like, hold on, where are you guys from? You know?
Yeah.
And we were like, oh, you know, here, we're from Philadelphia. And he's like, oh, okay, cool. I went to school at the University of Kansas.
I love that shit.
Yeah. Yeah, and so we were like, so how'd you end up studying at the University of Kansas? And he goes, so I took English in high school, and then I met a guy that spoke English and realized I didn't know enough English.
Oh, he was an Asian guy.
Yes.
Oh my God. I'm sorry. I thought it was a white guy. No. And you're like, oh, look at us. We're just two Americans.
I can't do the voice. I'm not gonna do the voice.
No,
but he was doing the voice.
It was only funny because I thought it was just like two white guys, and you were like, yeah, we live in Philly. And he goes, that's crazy. I lived in Kansas. And you go, like, that's not even remotely fucking close to Philadelphia. But now it makes more sense. It's an Asian guy, and you're like, okay, yeah.
I would love
a Japanese
some white guy doing that to us the way we do to like Irish people.
Yeah.
Just be like, oh yeah, I think my family's from Cork.
Honestly,
like, I don't give a shit.
I don't give a fuck. No, it's actually funny. I saw I forget this an Irish comic in New York. He was on a podcast and they were busting his balls about his Irish accent, and he was like, all right, I'll do my American accent. I'll just over enunciate everything and do it fine. And it's like, oh yeah, you're just gonna say it right? Like, is that what you're saying? It's like, I'm gonna over enunciate everything. And I was like, oh, I didn't know that. We are the default accent because
because we make good movies.
Because we make good movies. No, that is a mind fuck if you think about it. You're like, I'll always be like, this is the accent. Like, this is like what it should. And then I'll like, Australians always have to put a little more effort in like the back of their throat and how they talk when they could just talk like I get it. I get dialects, but at the same time, I'm like, we don't talk weird. You talk fuck. Tell me I talk weird. Like, yeah. Do the American accent is weird. Like, if you're a black guy doing the white accent, that's a whole other thing. That's hilarious.
Because that is hilarious.
I love that more than anything else. Mm-hmm. But if you're like a European dude and you're like, oh, I'm doing my American accent, I'm like, good, keep talking like that.
It's like you also made a lot of problems for us. You need to chill, buddy.
Yeah. All right. A little rant tangent there. No, but back to Japan. So also another side thing did make me laugh to when you met that Asian guy that reminded me of when we were in Italy. We did this like little excursion thing. It was me and Emily and like 3 other couples. Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. One of the couples was this old couple, and the older guy had said that at some point he was from St. Louis. My wife's from St. Louis, and we're in fucking Venice. Yeah. So she goes up to the guy. She goes like, "Oh my gosh, that's so crazy! I didn't know you're from St. Louis. Like my parents live around Kirkwood in St. Louis. What about you?" And he goes, "Yeah, I'm from St. Louis." And he just like kind of stared off a little bit. And he was completely sober and everything. And I remember being like, what a hilarious asshole. Like to sit there and be like, I'm on the other side of the planet. This girl and me are from the same city. I could put any effort in right now, and I'm going to go.
He's probably cool. So close to just saying, like, don't make me think about St. Louis right now.
Honestly, it might have been. But it was like, and it was actually the classic. I don't know if this has happened a lot with the generation, but it's the classic older white guy and 15 years younger Asian wife. So he's like 65 and she's like late 40s.
Right.
And he's just like, rah. And she's the one who's like, oh my gosh, this is great. I love it. And going around and taking photos of everything. And my wife's like, that's crazy. You're from St. Louis. And he goes, yeah, I'm from St. Louis. I just started laughing. I was like giggling. I had to turn around. I was like, you motherfucker.
Isn't that the best?
Yeah, honestly. I was like, I kind of wish he did it to me where I could be like, that's cool. Fuck you too, man. But shout out that guy. So he's probably dead now. He was old, but anyway, it was just it was cool. It's cool to be like, dude, did you see Jesus Christ come back to earth? And it's like, yeah, yep. You're gonna be like, dude, fuck you. Anyway, all right.
Not to harp too much on Japan, but you just reminded me, like, so.
Oh no, back to Japan.
Culturally, sarcasm's not really a thing.
No.
I got a fun chance. Shout out Kansai Comedy Club. I got to do some comedy.
Shout out Kansai Comedy Club. We didn't forget about you here over in the States.
No, yeah. so like stand up, it's a blossoming thing over there. But what I thought was funny, it's mostly like expats and then some Japanese there. But obviously I'm new. They have a core group of people.
Yeah.
And they're like, so where are you from? I said, Philly. And this one guy was like, get the fuck out of here. I'm from the Bronx. Get the fuck out of here.
That's close enough, but still.
And then, but what was great was seeing all of the Japanese people that knew English tense up, assuming he meant get the fuck out of here, like get out of here.
Yeah. Like
because that's what because they were like,
they didn't.
Why are they being aggressive?
Yeah.
No, yeah. So I actually got to make him look like an asshole, where I was just like, yeah, man, I guess the Knicks are doing good.
Oh,
and he was kind of like not sure what to do with that. I was like, oh, you're not watching, so you're just from the Bronx.
Oh, you put him on blast.
Yeah.
That's actually really funny. Yeah.
He
did the New York thing. I'll give him that.
I will give him that.
I mean, honestly, kudos to those guys. I think we talked.
He
about
had
this.
a good set too. So
yeah,
he didn't follow me, but if somehow this gets to him, you did have a good set. So I'm not.
No. Shout out Kanzai. I'll DM you this video and make you share it. But no. Seriously though, shout out to those guys. I think we talked about this before. There's a documentary that's worth watching. It's Chad Daniels and Tom Segura and Pete Lee and comedy club owner who owns Acme in Minnesota, like organizes a tour for them in like Singapore, Hong Kong, Beijing, and somewhere else. I want to say. And
I wish we had voice effects.
That would be so nice.
Yeah.
If me and you just put effort into building this soundboard, we could be gods.
Yeah.
Look at us.
Honestly, What Is It Comedy is coming to an end. Why not?
Let's do it. We're going to do it. We got this. All right. Anyway, basically, documentary shows that not Japan, sorry, but like Asia is like, I think they go to Tokyo too. No, they don't. But basically, it's like Asia.
They go to they go to Singapore, Hong Kong, I think Hanoi.
Hanoi, yeah.
Hanoi, yes.
Hanoi. But it's a thing where it's like on the flip side of this point.
Famously Lebanese city of Hanoi in Vietnam.
Hanoi, yeah. But no, you kind of... Like, I remember telling this to a buddy a couple years ago, but like America, one, we were pretty early to stand-up comedy. We just were. I think we invented it, obviously. Maybe not standing in front of people and being funny, but we have
funny black people. So that's literally the history.
Who knew? You just mix African and American, and then there you go. You get hilarity. We all steal from them.
What was it? It was vaudeville. So vaudeville does all these shows and plays.
Yeah.
And literally the invention of stand-up comedy was storytellers, and the most famous ones happen to be African American.
Oh, I was thinking of like medicine shows.
Dude, it's just like, I swear to God, everything in America, it's like,
oh,
that's cool. And it's like 20 years before you think it started, a black guy did something awesome.
Oh, we stole it all.
And then no one accepted it until a British man did it. It seems to be.
Exactly, yeah.
Yeah.
And magically how that works out. But basically, one, we like stand-up as an art form, we invented it, we were early to it. But two, and I was... Weirdly enough, my grandmother who lives in Switzerland, I was talking to her about this.
Mm-hmm.
As Americans, like, we're really like charged up about things and we have hot button issues. But at the same time, like, we have a way of laughing at ourselves if the right person says it that a lot of other countries do not have. And because of that, you have the root of stand-up comedy.
Yeah.
So like, and the reason I was talking to her about it was like, I think there's some comedy in Germany because it's so... Like, Germany's extremely English forward and Americanized in a way.
Yeah, German stand-up. Knock, knock.
Yeah.
Who's there? Nobody. And there's no food either.
Yeah. Oh, it's like...
Aren't you sad?
It's like anything I can say is not going to be funny as the South Park episode where they come up with the humor robot and he's German. He's like, I figured it out. Yeah. Anyway. But she was saying how it's like the Germans, the Swiss, and the French... don't really have that ability as much to kind of laugh themselves and have that perspective, so you don't really get much stand-up comedy there. Mm-hmm. Italians do a little bit more because they're Italians. You know, they're a curveball of people. Who knows anymore? But it is a thing, too, where it's you kind of look at it from a different perspective of, like, America got to comedy first, but at the same time, like, would other countries be cool with stand-up comedy? Like, Japan obviously has something going, but it's very interesting because, like you said earlier, they don't know sarcasm as much. So you've already deleted like a whole form of being funny that Americans have.
Yeah,
so it's like
like they'll accept some sarcasm, but it's more like you almost have to have an Abbott and Costello thing where someone else is being made a fool.
That's what it is. Yeah.
So
do you think that's a thing, like philosophic? No, but do you think that's a thing of like the natural order of being good at comedy as a country? Like they're gonna go through that. Like they're gonna have.
Yeah,
some
like
sort of,
like it's an evolution of getting it, so to speak.
yeah, because like if you think back on it, it's like most '80s comedy didn't age that well now because of like what funny was to us then. Mm-hmm. Would that same type of funny happen in Japan? Like, let me think how to word this. Like, Japan used to be, I want to say they probably still are, but like misogyny is a little bit bigger there.
Yeah.
And when you look back on like American comedy, it's like you go back to certain, I don't know. I mean, really misogyny obviously as a topic's been big still to this day and bigger before the mid 2000s, but it's like in terms of stand up comedy, like you could be like mid 80s and just be like, man, my wife was a bitch. She sucked. And then you would have sold out shows.
Yep.
Because it was so basic to be funny in that way back then. And we've evolved as people and stand up has evolved. Do you think like Japan is going to hit that phase where it's like the first guy that learns how to do like the same style stuff we did in the 1980s can go up there and do it? Or do you think they would have their own progression of like.
It's going to progress at its own rate. Okay. I mean, when I talked to Dylan, who was running the mic, like the showcase, he asked me, he was like, so how many years do you got? And I said, I'm coming up on 3 years. And he goes, oh, that's like 10 here. You're good, man.
Hey,
and I was like, all right, cool.
Nice.
But
yeah.
no, I saw some great acts that, were native Japanese. They were very Kill Tony in a way.
I mean, I feel like even here you get that too.
You definitely get that here too.
So, but yeah.
But I could tell, yeah, it was interesting because it was novel to the crowd.
Mm-hmm.
Like
yeah.
he would be like edgy, and he'd always get a reaction.
Oh, okay.
And you don't normally always get a reaction. Sometimes you're just met with cold nothing.
Yeah.
And I found that interesting.
Was edgy for him like, what was it? Just like misogyny? Was it? Or not? I'm not trying to be like fucking NPR snap fingers to clap crowd here, but at the same time, it's like, what was edgy for them?
Well, there's one guy that was too far for them, but he was hilarious to me. Apparently, they had just legalized abortion.
Oh, yeah, that'll piss people off. Okay,
yeah, and so he did some jokes about that, and then he was like, "Sorry, I would have bailed on it, but I would have had to get my spouse's consent to not carry it to term." And I was like, "That's solid, that's fun." That's a good way to bail out of it.
And they were just like, oh,
a little bit. Like everyone was kind of like, it was like kind of half laughing, like,
yeah.
And no, but and then there was one guy. I really liked his set. We technically have it recorded, so maybe we'll throw a link up. We'll throw a link up so you can see it.
Yeah, we'll link it all. Shout out our Japan comedy pals, who I haven't met, but I'm sure they're great people. But yeah.
I'm going to get his name wrong, but essentially the bit is he starts it off with, "My name is Joji Hiroshima," and I did not choose my name because that's like being named Steve 911. And I was like,
that's a good one.
I was like, this guy rocks.
This guy fucking kills.
Yeah,
yeah.
He did great. He went up right before me. It was so much fun.
That's awesome. But that's really cool for them too. I mean, it's
yeah. So like. The history of the Japanese, especially look at the Edo period, they just decide we as a culture are going to do something, and they go into it. Like literally the Edo period is like samurai, and then they're like, we've opened up trade to the West, fuck samurai, we're all wearing suits now, and they just fucking do it, and they just keep doing it and over.
Was that before or after they butt fucked all the other countries in Asia?
It was a little before, and then they started doing that shit.
Okay,
and then we said you can't have a military.
Yeah, then we took away that thing because I feel like a lot of Asian countries, at least the big ones, can be like, oh no, they fucked the shit out of us during this time period. Yeah. Oh, they got us good. Yeah, it's like Japan's gotten everyone.
Well, counterpoint. They are very funny in unintentional ways because.
Okay.
This is not racist. This is actually them being racist, which I thought was the funniest thing. I read what was a press release when a guy was trying to convince people why they need to start drinking beer.
Yeah.
And this is like 1920.
Yeah.
Japan has had open trade for a while. He basically says, like, guys, we're all 5'2", and all these Europeans are 6 feet tall with blonde hair and blue eyes because they eat wheat. And if we start drinking beer within
That's a horrible logic.
I swear to you, he says, within 2 generations, our children will be 6 feet tall. And he's saying it like let's fucking do it for our people. Let's start just getting blasted on beer so our kids can be tall and healthy. And I'm like, this guy rocks.
Solid reasoning, dude.
And it feels like they were like, yes, we're doing that.
That's amazing.
And it
worked, I guess. They got beer there.
Yeah.
What is there? Is it Sapporo and whatnot, or is that American?
No. Yeah, it's Sapporo, Kirin, Asahi.
Asahi, that was one. Okay.
Yeah, those are like the main drafts. And Suntory, which was something I tried. It's not even imported over here because it's dog shit. But no, what they normally drink is like highballs, because apparently like the amount of malt in something determines how much it's taxed.
Yeah.
So they essentially do like malt liquor.
That makes sense. Yeah.
And then they like will just do like a bunch of highballs throughout the day. Like they'll just
like a whiskey highball?
Yeah, like a whiskey highball or like a flavored whiskey highball.
It's funny you say that, because I learned a while ago that Japan got so obsessed with whiskey and whatnot that they actually they literally recreated Scotch. But similarly to champagne, you can't call it Scotch.
No, yeah.
So Japanese whiskey is Scotch.
Yeah, it's great.
It's the same thing.
But
they just can't call it that. But they love whiskey so much over there that they were like, no, we're going to make this a fucking thing. And then they did. And then whoever's in charge of the body of naming these things went, no, you're not, bitch.
Yeah.
That ain't Scotch.
And there's
but they love it. So that makes sense.
And there was never like prohibition. So like there's not really a taboo with alcohol, which I found interesting, because it was like,
okay,
literally like lunch places were like, oh, you're ordering a beer? Yeah, who cares?
Hell yeah.
And like the 7-Eleven had all of that ready.
Yeah. I feel like the taboo of that country, though, is going against the norm. Does that make sense?
Yes, that's generally correct.
I feel like, I don't know if that's a big thing in Asian countries as much as Japan, but I feel like it's a very big thing in Japan. That
it's definitely a Japan thing.
Yeah, it's like you don't like, you go with the mass. Go with the masses. Whatever the masses do, stick with it. Because if you go against the grain, you're going to get fucked tomorrow. Like, you'll get fired, you'll get harassed, you'll get people cut out of your life. So it's like,
yeah, there's literally like a saying apparently that says the nail that sticks up gets hammered down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So okay, that's why. But they also don't have. Well, I'm sure they have crime, but also they have. It's like I think my mom went to Japan, and she's the one who told me that she she screwed up and left her purse, like in a train station.
Yeah.
And she went to go get something, and she came back and like nothing, nothing at all moved. And she was like,
that's very accurate.
She's like, I understand not having something stolen from my bag, but I was gone for like 30 minutes and no one even at any point was just like, oh, hey, by the way, they were just like, okay, bag, move around it. You know what I mean?
No, I mean, I was in the middle of like one of the busiest cities in the world, and bikes didn't have bike locks.
Yeah, that's crazy.
It was cool, but it was also just kind of like, man, this is bizarre.
This is weird.
I'm like, man, I'd clean up.
I'm getting free bikes, baby.
Yeah. No, I mean, I really did think about it. I was like, well, maybe I'm a few drinks in too much, but I was just kind of like, what would anyone even do?
Yeah.
Like, that'd just be a new problem.
Yeah, fight me.
That would be like a small town America. Someone's like, oh my God, someone put dynamite in the 7-Eleven. They wouldn't know what to do. Like, yeah. Wow. They're like, we got to bring in an expert. There's never been a bike theft here since 1978.
The Japanese and their bikes. Oh, man, that's crazy. That's a very interesting thing about that culture. They're very, what's the word?
People
don't
use the
fuck up.
term high trust society. You can generally like the social norms generally are like so adhered to that that the I will say the social norm that I found interesting. They don't want you to smoke on the street. They want you to smoke inside.
Yes, there it is. Counterintuitive.
Complete opposite
love
here.
It. I love it.
But people still smoke outside. But you got to be sneaky, apparently. But what I like
Pearl Harbor?
So sneaky than sudden.
Yeah.
No, but this was actually a moment that I did love in Tokyo. There's like a tobacco shop kind of near my hotel, and then like a little alleyway. And so when you go past the alleyway, people would be smoking, but it's clear you're not supposed to be doing that.
Yeah.
Anyways, one morning I get up, I'm like, fuck it, I'm getting a cigarette. I go back out there. There's like 8 other Japanese people, and I'm smoking with them.
Yeah.
Only one of them knew English, and he specifically told me we're not supposed to be doing this. And and it's like kind of broken. And I said, I understand. This is rare.
Yeah.
And he was like, okay, good.
Okay.
Some guy passes us, and he locks onto me because I'm not Japanese.
You're the bad influence.
And he goes, ugh. And then so I finish my cigarette, and I take my trash with me because I'm being polite. And as I get to the end, he's also smoking. So
that
fuck this guy.
That son of a bitch. He was that judgmental motherfucker.
Yeah, so it's like a city of sneaky cigarettes.
Yeah, 100%.
But like deep shame about it too. Like
it is just funny that there's like 30-some-year-old men smoking a cigarette in a parking garage in the same manner that I did at 19 years old in college at the parking garage across from my dorm
Yeah.
with a full packed bowl of weed. They can't see me. Just hit this fucking thing, and this one guy's just
it's like a giant high school, really. It's
Yeah.
like don't let them catch us smoking.
The sad part is, knowing my shitty addict type personality, that would make me start smoking cigarettes. Like, it would be too fun not to. I'd be like,
Yeah. No, I know, right?
yeah, but they'd probably murder me for weed, so I wouldn't try that.
No, straight up don't. Yeah. They're
Frank, what do you think of weed?
Shut up, bitch!
wow.
Every time I give you an opportunity to show out on this podcast, you insult me.
Even with the nice haircut.
Even with the nicest haircut, showing your wiener to the camera because you think you're getting a belly rub. Mm-hmm. I swear we live around this dog Franklin. But it's also his podcast too. He's our third mic designated. So
Yeah.
You do have that right.
So I've been yapping about Japan, but here's
Nick went to Japan.
So here's sorry. So here's the
No.
last bit I'll yap is I'll be honest. I didn't get to talk to a lot of people because I don't know nearly enough Japanese, and I'm not just gonna assume people know English. I'm not gonna walk into a bar and go, "Who here knows English?"
Yeah.
So I was feeling pretty lonely, and I swear to God, almost like a monkey's paw of like, I need to talk to more people. I get back home, I'm gonna get on a train to work, just like a monkey's paw. A man with complete mania comes up to me.
He gave you everything you missed.
Yeah, he saw me, was like, "Hey, brother, what's up, man? You want to listen to some music?" And I'm like, "It's fucking 40 minutes till the train." I was like, "You put on music, I don't care."
Yeah.
And I'm telling you, within like 15 to 20 minutes, he's told me his life story, and he's like, "You know what? I just don't like living with my fucking family. I just don't like them, man. I'm ready to just sell everything I have and move over to California."
Do it.
He's like, "I don't even mind being homeless." He says that to my face.
Yeah.
And he goes, "How much?" He's like, "If I sold everything I had, it'd be about $5,000. How much do you think I need to move to California?"
600.
Like,
Get
You're
the
not-
ticket and roll.
in this moment, though, I just felt the weight of like, I might be the only guy keeping this guy from being homeless.
Yeah.
So I was just like, "You say you can get 5,000?" Yeah. I was like, "Oh, brother, you need at least 10. So he was like, "Even if I gotta get a shitty job I don't like," and I was like, "Yeah, I'll tell you what, don't even sell the stuff yet. See if you can get 10, and then it would be a bonus." And I'm not gonna lie, I've been thinking about him all week. I hope his mania ends before he gets 10 grand. I don't think he's got it in him.
I
But
think he went toe to toe with a stray cat on the corner, and it's probably not turned his life around after that. But
Yeah.
that's okay because you did what you could.
I knew things weren't right when he started playing like the Beach Boys and like knocking his head up down forth. And then he got a beer out of his backpack and asked me if I wanted one. And I was like, "You're very chill, but I have a feeling this is going nowhere good."
Beach Boys on the way to work, beer can, speaking out loud. This man has balls. I like it.
Yeah, it's like 7:30 a.m.
He's cracking one.
Yeah, it's just like
And you know what was it? Let me guess. It was a Steel Reserve. One of those.
it was a PBR tall boy.
That's about right.
Honestly.
it's that's better than I thought.
No, same. I was like, you know what? You cleaned up pretty good.
Yeah, I thought that'd be in Old English. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh God. Yeah. Well, welcome back to the States, man. Welcome back to the
Yeehaw.
dirty city of Philly.
It's good to be back, man. It's good to be back.
Yeah. It's pretty wild.
I've already had an Uber driver tell me, "Hey, man, if you want to just cancel the lift and cash at me instead, I'll give you a discount." So,
Yeah, I want to shit on him, but if I had balls during my Uber era in Philly, I would have tried that because that actually makes sense. Because if you paid me $20 to ride from the airport to your house, I probably would have made $9 more than had I gone through Uber, and you would have spent $40 because Uber butt fucks you. But when you got a random guy asking you to not use the app that tracks your location,
yeah.
it's pretty fucking sketchy.
No, yeah, I was like,
you don't
here's
want to
the
do
deal.
that.
I took him up on it, I'll be honest.
Okay.
And then I immediately did not feel safe because he went, "You can smoke in my car if you want." And I was like, "You're an insane person."
You're a whack nut, motherfucker.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he didn't just say that once. Like, I'm telling you, like, just a couple more minutes into it, he's like, "For real, you can smoke in this car. I don't care." Just kind of kept saying it. It was just kind of like, I think this guy has a fetish for me smoking in his car.
That guy was fiending.
Yeah.
That guy
like,
was fiending for a cig.
No, I was like, "Hey, man, if you want to smoke, that's fine, but I'm not smoking in your car. You're good." And
Yeah.
No,
Bud.
yeah.
Hey, bud. I'm not. Yeah.
Yeah.
Bud. Hey,
Yeah.
bud. Yeah. I'm not gonna do that. Yeah. No.
do it. Just light it up.
Smoke the goddamn Marlboro. I'm like, okay, no, I'm a Camel Joe guy. No, I had a slightly less exciting period recently. I went to a bachelor party for a weekend.
Woohoo.
Not this past weekend, but shout out my bud Henry. I love you, bud. Congrats.
Love you, Henry.
Anyway, we went to a bachelor party in Charleston, South Carolina, down by Folly Beach. None of them are going to listen to this, so I don't really care. I just talk about the people individually. But it was so basically my buddy Henry. He's a doctor now, and I can't really give too much detail because, But he's a doctor.
HIPAA.
Yeah, HIPAA. He's a doctor now. He got his little doctorate recently, and I say that to say that like he is the friend that I grew up with that like was too good for us. You know what I mean? Like, do you? I don't know. You're not as much of a bum as I am, but did you have that one friend that like actually really did try hard in life and made something, and then kept in contact with you a little bit from growing up? Like they have a job now where if you're like, yeah, I do stand up comedy, they'd be like, oh, okay. Like they're nice about it, but you can just like they're so professionally oriented that like.
Yeah, I have a friend that ended up doing marketing at Apple, and I was like, that's kind of the best marketing job you can do.
Yeah, see, and then you're kind of like, oh, I'm glad you kept me. That's kind of like Henry, but it was also a very like chill weekend.
Great.
But it's like I feel like bachelor week parties. I've only been to a couple, and like the expectation is just to go ham, and you do. And obviously, like, we're in today's day and age where you don't, I don't know, maybe they still do that. Like, I don't think people still, I don't know, I'm not going to say that. We didn't get a stripper. We didn't do anything like that. Like, we weren't trying to make it like a sexy oriented trip. But we were also like, yeah, we'll drink, we'll play, we'll have some fun with it. And we still had fun, but it was like Friday night was the night where we were like, yeah, we're going to go out and we're going to have some drinks. And the way that the situation was there was like 11 of us, I think. And it was me and my best man, Smeet, Henry's brothers, and then the rest were his college frat bros. And I was like, oh, well, his college bros will dictate the pace because they're frat bros. If they're going to drink hard, they don't drink that hard at all.
Shameful.
So then me and Jack were the leading force, me and Smeet, which really just resulted in us just getting, well, him more than, I can't say that. We just got hammered.
Yeah.
But we all got really drunk Friday and then woke up Saturday and had varying degrees of bad hangovers. And it hit me that my hangover was not that bad. and
Oh,
I
wow.
definitely drank more than the other people, and they had crippling hangovers, and that was one of the moments of like, oh man, yeah, that's not good. Natty boy drinks too much.
Yeah.
It was just
No, yeah, I had that at a bar in Japan. I introduced him to the concept of a tab because
Yeah.
I was burning through them.
yeah.
No, literally, I was like, hey, so like, do you want to just hold on to my card and you charge me at the end? And he goes, oh, we don't need to do that. And then after that, about the third one I heard, he goes, we'll just do the hold on to the card thing. You're the fastest drinker I've ever seen.
Yeah, buddy, give me the goddamn card. Yeah.
No, I mean, yeah, I think I just crushed a Guinness in front of him, and I think like he's gonna tell people for years, like
They can't handle the United Kingdom oriented mind of pounding beers at night. Yeah.
yeah. I mean, I wasn't even trying to like get wasted or anything, but I was actually trying to get buzzed, I guess, because like everywhere else, yeah, I was just getting those highballs, and then like I would like take 3 steps outside and be like, I'm so sober.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
the first time you got Guinness, you were like, yeah, I'm going to put these bad boys down and not black out. Yeah.
Exactly.
So that
I scared a bartender in New York with that once too. I told her like at the beginning, I said, I'm gonna need 2 Guinness, and it was not big pints because she was doing little pints. I said, I'm gonna need 2 Guinness, just doing back to back. She gives me the first one, I just shoot it, and she turns around with the second one. She goes, oh my god.
Yeah.
No, and I was like,
Lady, it's
I
nitro.
told you it was gonna happen.
Yeah. Deal with it. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm thirsty. This is delicious to me.
Yeah. Meanwhile, Japanese guys are just looking up to you,
Do
just
you-
like this behemoth who's just
you-
sucking down beers.
Do you think you look like me if you sip? No.
Buddy, you see the gut. Come on. Yeah.
Get real.
Yeah, let's be real here. So we didn't end up. We were on the bachelor party for the weekend, and it was. I don't know. It's really like I feel like the best time. This is a stupid thing to say, but you got to do bachelor parties in your 20s. Like you gotta,
Yeah.
because it was fun for us still, but it was this thing of like 10 adults. And we're all like, it was kind of a joke a little bit of like everyone's got sunscreen because we were near a beach.
Yeah.
And you're like, that's cool. But then at the same time, you're like, oh, yeah, that's right. Like, we
We're
are.
a little responsible for a bachelor party.
Like 2 or 3 of people are going to be like, well, I'm going to spend 7 hours at the beach. And then the other 2 or 3 are like, well, I'm going to go for an hour and a half. Then I'm going to go back home. I'm going to take a nap. And then we're going to figure out lunch. And it was like,
Yeah.
it was cool. But it was like, I think I'm at the age now where like, I guess I'm too old for like, as a 30-year-old man, and clearly all the other guys felt this way, like, I'm not going to sit at the goddamn beach for 6 hours if I don't sit at the goddamn beach for 6 hours, okay?
Yeah.
So, like, I'll do whatever the bachelor wants to do, but we're not, like, we didn't function as much of a unit in a way. And I felt like that's because all of us were, like, and all, like, only me and Jack were the ones who had that, like,
Leadership moment. You and Jack should have got some rocks, handed them out to everyone else, and go, throw this as hard as you can at Henry.
100%. 100%, yeah.
Whoever
Pelt
leads
him.
the deepest bruise.
Hit him in the tummy.
Yeah.
But it was this thing of like I don't know, like it was a lot of fun, but I also had this like damn moment of like, oh man, like I don't think I'm ever gonna have like a rager bachelor party trip ever. Like, and that's fine. I don't want to rage, but at the same time, it's like I don't know, because you always have that vision of just like a bunch of us are gonna go, we're gonna drink, we're gonna have fun, but then you just look back on it and you're like, well, we're 30, so we all just sat at the bar and talked about being 30 and had like 2 beers. And so it was a good time. It was fun, you know. Shout out Folly Beach. Shout out to Sand Dollar. But I think we might have brought this up a little bit earlier. The regular show. I don't
Heck
know.
yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. Before the pod started, we started talking about
we were
regular
talking about, dude, like the biggest thing for us that weekend, and we did get it taken care of, was we wanted to watch regular show The Lost Tapes. Yeah, ham boning. But like, we tried to set it up Friday night. We were way too hammered, and I was gonna log in with my Hulu, and I couldn't figure it out Friday. And then Saturday, I did log in, but it wanted me to use. Honestly, can't blame them. I get it. We have Hulu Live, and with Hulu Live, you have 4 chances a year to change your home location, which means you can log into Hulu anywhere. But to get the Hulu Live stuff, which is like basically things that premiered within a week on certain channels, you have to make that your home address. And so Saturday, we were like, oh, we'll watch Lost Tapes, and I got to that point. I didn't explain it to all those guys because I didn't want to use one. I had like 2 left for the whole year.
Yeah.
And I sat there and I was like, I can't get it to work, man. That sucks. Fuck. And then Sunday in the afternoon, I remember I was just sitting there bored and I was like, no, fuck that. Fuck this. I'm doing it. God damn it. We got it in. And then I got a little day drunk and watched 2 episodes of the Lost Tapes. And then everyone else watched the rest of it. And it was like, or like all but like 3 people watched the rest of the regular show, the Lost Tapes. And I was like, well, that was the weekend. Like, that was it. Like, that was like, we had our fun. We hung out. We had a good time. And then we were supposed to watch the Lost Tapes from the regular show. And I fucked that up.
Is Lost Tapes the one with summertime? Gonna go into the beach. Gonna do some beachy things with my friends.
I hate that you remembered that.
I love that. It's. I love that they made a joke earworm that is an actual earworm.
It's a goddamn earworm, dude. I hate it, too. Because I remember hearing that, too. I was like, I'm not going to forget that. And then the episode was about not forgetting it. And I was like, ah.
Yeah.
But, fuck you, Nick. That's not going anywhere. But, no, so that was, anyway, fun time, but very chill. And not like in a super stoner chill way, but just kind of like chill, relax. I think I remember that was 30, and there you go. That was pretty much it. Shout out Charleston, shout out Henry, going to the wedding in like 3-4 weeks or something like that. So that'll be fun. But yeah, man.
Yeah, shout outs. Shout out SEPTA for canceling my train so that I could go with a deranged Uber driver that wanted me to smoke in his car.
Fuck you, SEPTA. Yeah. Shout out Hart and Paul Vett. You guys, you're not cheap when it comes to grooming my boy, but you do a damn good job. And I think this month you did good. You did what my boy wanted. So
shout out to the Japanese bartender who, when he found out I was American, put on a cover of Crazy Train by Ozzy Osbourne that was played with like a ramekin, so it felt racist.
Yeah, it definitely did.
Yeah.
All right. Shout out Burt's in Folly Beach, South Carolina. If you know about it, you already know how great that place is. If you don't, I don't know. Just like imagine a better Wawa. Figure it out. Shout out Burt's.
Shout out the neighborhood Little America in Osaka, where the most American thing is that you have a tiny Statue of Liberty and everybody smokes in the street. I love that.
Hell yeah. All right. Shout out physical therapists. Sometimes a fat boy like myself needs to just have a certain part of my body stretched in a way where I go, holy fuck balls, I'm lazy and need to work out more. Thank you. Shout out.
Let's see. Shout out 7-Elevens in Tokyo for doing the limited run Philly cheesesteaks while we were there. That was so brave.
Ooh.
That was so brave. They didn't like it.
I bet they hated that shit.
They did not. Dude, a 7-Eleven cheesesteak here, bad idea. Over there, that was just, that was interesting.
Sinful. That's what it was.
I didn't even buy one. I just smelled it, and I was like, Jesus, dude.
Ew, yucky.
People were looking at me like I dropped a deuce in there, and I was like, I didn't fucking bring that.
I didn't shit on the fucking grill. What do you want from me? Yeah. All right, let's see. What do we got next? Shout out American Airlines negatively. Fuck y'all. Can I get one freaking connecting flight where you don't delay my first flight to a point where you're laughing at me because you know I'm going to miss my second one? Just once.
Everyone knows 5 hours in the airport is the optimal amount of time to be in an airport.
Yeah, thanks, American.
Yeah.
I'm glad you noted that. Yeah, shout out. Dickheads.
Yep.
But you got any more?
No. I think I'm shouted out.
You think you're shouted out? I might go tinkle as well, so that works.
All right.
What are we feeling?
Let's pause for a minute.
Pause break. Let's do it. Hell yeah. TV time, and then we can come back with
Yeah.
first impression.
Yep.
We're back. One less year. Oh, come on, Frank. Come on, big guy. All right. It's okay. It's not like we're waiting on you to start the pod back up. Okay. Frank's back.
And we're back.
We're back. Nat had to pee. What's up, everybody? Yeah, so shout out. I will say one final shout out.
God.
No, I'm kidding. Was KFC as prevalent as they say it is over there?
So Grace is going to find this out. I did sneak fast food without her knowing.
Nice.
Yeah, so on Park Day, Grace, it took me a minute to break to get there. I did buy that shirt from Uniqlo, and then I met you. I did secretly get KFC. Yeah. It's fine.
It's fine. It's okay.
It's pretty good. Yeah. I like the McDonald's actually. Like it's
So what is first off, for the listeners, our two Czech Republic peeps, KFC is probably a bigger deal in Tokyo than anywhere in America.
definitely like
More people care about it in Japan than I think in America total.
definitely. This is a side tangent on that. I actually know the reason, and it's because the international ones are owned by the centralized corporation of Yum Brands versus the American ones were all franchised.
Oh, that makes sense.
And so over time, they never really like forced franchisees to update in the U.S. And so they've kind of fallen into disarray over the years, and they've been widely ignored.
Yeah.
So go fly 5,000 miles to have some decent KFC. I guess that's the answer.
Shout out to 11 Herbs and Spices. Anyway, I cut you off. Sorry. You were about to say something else, I feel like.
Couldn't have been important.
Nah, it's all right. That's what matters. Anyway, KFC, chicken. It's all right. Similar note. I did a thing, too, when I was with Emily where I ordered fast food, but it was very sad. I got a McFlurry from McDonald's from DoorDash.
Gotcha. Is that
It melted before it got there. It definitely melted before it got there. I still ate it, but
is that your sneaky fast food? If
There it was.
anyone that's married knows that there's like a fast food place that the other one doesn't love, and so you're alone. You have that moment where you go, "This is my shot."
I think that now, honestly, it's because I have a couple. It used to be mozzarella sticks. It's not as much anymore because I would order mozzarella sticks from like DoorDash, GoPuff specifically, and then I would make them at home. But
That's devious, dude.
I had a bit about it on stage, and it was funny because it sounded like I was exaggerating on my bit, and I was like, I'm not. Like the bit is like my wife has gone from,
You
"Oh,
just
wow, you can
factually
eat a-"
report, and then everyone's laughing, and you're like, okay.
Well, the bit is basically like my wife, like part of like being married is like I've had to watch my wife go through evolutions of processing me eating mozzarella sticks. Like at what was possibly interesting at first has turned into downright sad and shameful. Like her watching me eat mozzarella sticks. And it was like, I'm not making that up. Like, I'm going to get them on DoorDash. And then I'm going to eat them. And then she's going to find them in the freezer the next day and go, Nat, again? And I'm like, yep, threw away $15. Boom, bop, pow. There you go. Recently I've been too bad. My bird, it's usually that a couple times. And this one, it's kind of funny. This one does result in Emily like seriously saying something to me in the morning. It's happened twice. I've ordered just a Papa John's pizza.
Yeah.
And I'll eat like 3 slices and put the rest in the fridge. And she'll be like, did you order? Because she'll go to bed at like 10.
See, that's self-control. You ate 3 slices.
I've eaten actually, that's a lie. And I ate half. So 3 or 4 slices.
Do you ever
done it
optimistically
twice.
pack up half the pizza like in
That's
a
what I did.
Ziploc, and then you find bfor the end of the night you had another, and you're like, what is wrong with me?
honestly, with leftovers, that actually, swear to God, swear to Lord, that happened last night. Last night, we got Mexican food takeout because Emily came back in town. We didn't have things here. And I was like, yeah, fuck it, we'll get some Mexican takeout. I got a burrito. Like a like a Mexican restaurant burrito where they cover it in like queso and sauce and it's really fat. And I ate like a little less than half for dinner because I wasn't that hungry. I had some beers. I had a couple drinks at night. Woke up, whole burrito was gone. Ate the rest of it at night. It just housed like 2/3 of a full shredded chicken burrito after 11 p.m. And then I woke up and it's like I didn't black out, but I don't remember it. You know what I mean? Like it'll be a thing where it's like I remember going to bed. I remember all the steps, but man, I did eat that whole fucking burrito. So it'll be like Emily probably is over hearing me tell this right now and is going to get mad at me. But it'll be things like that you don't know. But it'll be like she'll wake up and there will be like 3 slices of a Papa John's pizza in the fridge. And she'll be like, you bought a pizza last night, didn't you? After 10 p.m. on a Tuesday, you bought a fucking pizza. And I'll have to be like, yeah. So that's where I'm at right now. That's my fast food. That's a problem.
That's fair.
Thankfully, my wife doesn't get too mad about me eating food unless it's like a massive amount in one sitting or late at night. Like, what was it? What was one recently that we had? I'm trying to think because I'm a fat ass, so it's a thing where I'll just eat too much in one sitting. She'll be like, "Wow, I can't believe you did that." Like, yeah, no, I did.
Grace and I are partners in crime when it comes to a lot of that stuff.
Yeah.
What I thought was funny is I found out. I'm talking like we've been married for 10 years. I'm talking like 7 years into my marriage.
Yeah.
I found out her food she just assumed I didn't like it was Arby's.
Really?
Yeah, and so she was like, "Yeah, when you're not around, I'll try Arby's because I feel like that's because I kind of secretly like it, and I just felt like you didn't like it." And I was like, "I don't think I've ever said anything about Arby's. I think you're confusing me with John Oliver. You know, like, what are you talking about?"
There you go. Yeah. No, I don't know. She's not wrong though because I can't when people say like
you're not allowed to defend Arby's.
Well, that's the thing. Because like I've had Arby's before, but as a concept, I understand why people don't like it.
Exactly.
It's roast beef fast food. I get that it can work. I get that what I'm currently eating is probably grosser than that. That's unconventional to me, and I don't want it.
It's the screamo metal of like food.
Exactly.
Yeah. It's like for people it clicks, but you're not going to just start.
No. It's the ska of fast food. That's what it is. The second you hear someone say I like it, you go, "Eesh." Yeah. No, don't get me wrong. I like ska, but I know my crowd.
Jared, give us the theme song. That would have been so good.
Give us the theme song
to do as a hit.
Yeah. Yeah. So roast beef, I can say. Honestly, it's funny you say that because now I'm thinking about it. Like Emily doesn't eat a lot of fast food. I always eat McDonald's fries, but like her things that are weird to me would be like any cold leftovers she'll eat. And I understand there's certain things like pizza or whatnot, but it'll be like pasta that's congealed, and then she'll be like, "No, I'll just eat it cold." And but like other things too is like she loves a baked potato, just in the oven, which is like the most Irish thing ever.
Gotcha.
I don't like baked potatoes for shit. I just don't. But that's like her shit. And so it'll be
I thought you were going to say cold or something. And I was going to say that's like...
If she ate a cold potato in front of me, I have to call a doctor. Like, I have to call a medical professional. That's like an escalate. That's like a step in
I was going to say that's psycho youngest sibling behavior when they're like 8, you know? So you're like bringing it up in front of their like high school boyfriend or girlfriend, you know, just like, you know, they used to eat like raw Eggo waffles. And they're like, shut up, I didn't.
And mom's like, yeah, you did a couple times. You're like, Mom, shut up.
Exactly.
100%. No, but I know what you're talking about. Nothing like hiding food from a partner. That's always fun. It's good to know as a fat guy that's my life right now.
Yeah, she can see all the drinking I do.
But the nighttime snacks, we're going to talk about that. Yeah. Well, that's going to be a bit of an issue. Yeah, so yeah, there's that. Franklin, you look pretty tired, man. You feeling like calling it? Feeling like it's your bedtime?
I think he is. He's not even gonna say it, is he?
Well, hold on.
Shut up, bitch!
Oh my God.
All right. We'll talk about this after. I'm tired of I bring you on the fucking podcast.
Is it the exact way he says it all the time?
same way he
Yes,
always
but
fucking says it.
it kind of felt a little moody.
There's an impression that you give. You don't even have to say it. I know that you mean it. But you're so goddamn handsome. So his eyebrows. I love my boy. He's a special boy. First impressions. We feeling it?
I think we're feeling it.
We're feeling it? All right, let's see. What's one coming out of the back pocket here? Do you watch Friends?
I have.
You know Matthew Perry?
Could I
Chandler
be
Bing?
any more Matthew Perry?
God damn it, you're right. That one's too easy. Okay. I was gonna say I was looking at how he died recently.
Makes it sound like you're studying pictures. What are you talking about?
Fascinating. It's fascinating stuff.
I was looking at how he died.
Okay, how about this?
I'm a Chandler Bing truther.
I'm a Chandler Big Truther. Yeah. Okay, how about this?
I'm on justice.gov and the Epstein files. Looking up Chandler Bing.
What about let's see. Let's do Stone Cold Steve Austin. How about that?
I think I can.
You think you can? You
Yeah.
are a Texan. You're a native Texan. Like he is.
That's fair.
It doesn't get any easier.
I think I can do the voice. No, I don't know. I'm just picking a. Yeah, I'm realizing I don't think I've ever heard him. I just saw Austin 316 shirts as a kid. I'm too homeschooled for this, but I'll try. We'll
Okay. Here, how about that? Let me get this. I'll give you a line. How about this? Say, I'm gonna open a can of whoop ass because Stone Cold said so.
I'm gonna open a can of whoop ass. Stone Cold said so. Yeah.
You son of a bitch.
Well, that was lukewarm Steve Austin.
Yeah, that was. It's been out of room for a while, Steve Austin.
That was Pat Mahomes.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, it's Pat Mahomes. I can't do Pat Mahomes. Yeah.
Catch this ball.
Get it, Travis. I love you, Taylor.
It's like those kids shows like they try to show you at church where they're like, you don't have to watch Disney Channel. Our stuff's just as good. It's called The Friendship Gang.
Yes. Yeah, I remember there was some Christian animated shows, these space penguins, and it was like a knockoff VeggieTales.
That sounds right.
It was something about these, and I remember even watching it live as like a 10-year-old. I was like, "This is what we resorted to. Like, we can't just get VeggieTales." Like,
I'm just sorry. No, I'm just like Madagascar penguins doing the Bible. Kind of funny. Kind of funny. Madagascar penguins doing the Quran. Hilarious.
it's because they're basically like a special forces unit already. So
Skipper, is that haram?
Oh, yeah. And then Kowalski just goes, Allahu Akbar. That's all I can say.
Oh, God.
Yeah, all right, we've had our fun.
We've had our fun.
Yeah, we did it.
We got there.
Shout out to the Penguins of Madagascar, though. That's one last shout out I got to give. That was a fun animated show. Better than the movie.
Yeah.
Better than the movie.
Better than the
Fuck
movie.
you, Ben Stiller.
Mm-hmm.
I like you, the Ben Stiller, but for the sake of the argument, fuck you. TV show is better. So, well, Franklin, I think it's bedtime. I can't blame you. We did record this on a Tuesday. I've had a couple fat tires. I got a fat tummy. Nothing too crazy coming up. I'll be going to New York this weekend. If you're still listening, follow Cameron Leedy. Very funny comedian, good buddy of mine, kind of like a big bro. Be couch surfing at his place up there. And that's about it. I'm just going to be whoring myself up there. Just trying to be funny and shaking hands.
Great.
But, I don't know. It'll be good. New York's always a fun little visit. It's good to, I don't know. It's good to kind of go and know your place in a way.
Fair.
Yeah, kind of go and then get a glimpse of like really good comics on stage if you happen to go to a good club, and then you come back to Philly and you kind of get that perspective of like, yeah, like I really am only doing this to get better at comedy.
Yeah, it shakes
You know what I
things
mean?
up.
Yeah, so it's a good vibe. Also, New York, yeah, it's good in spurts. I think that's one of the best parts about Philly is you can go to somewhere like New York that's so much calamity and come back to Philly and still have that city vibe. That's not too much.
Start spreading the news.
I'm drinking on the Q train. Anyway, that's about it. If you're in the Philly area, we love you. Come check out Post Up Comedy. We will be, I think it's June 25th, down at the Monkey Club. Great show, great time, great comics. Check us out. Other than that,
I got a few things.
I love you. Over to Nick.
I don't know how to follow that up. I don't know if I love you.
Yeah.
No, so June 10th will be the last open mic at Rotten Ralph's for What Is It Comedy. So
Well, it's better than what I thought I was going to hit.
yeah, it's no. So if you're in the Philly comedy scene, you've enjoyed the stuff me, Jared, and Sam have put out. This is a great chance, to get one last one in. We are planning a final showcase in August. So follow What Is It Comedy just to get that to you. Hopefully, when I pay for the Facebook ads and we put up flyers everywhere, you will see that. But if not, just follow the Instagram. We've had a great journey. We've had a lot of fun. But we're all adults. We're all tired, and we know we have other projects that are fulfilling us. So it's just going to be on kind of a permanent hiatus. But June 10th, Wednesday, June 10th, is going to be the final What Is It Comedy open mic at Rotten Ralph's. So
Come check it out. Come check it out. We love Ralph's. It's had a fun time. Fun run. Great room.
Very low pressure room. It's very chill. I learned to gracefully bomb. The lights are all there. You're going to make a light on eye contact. But honestly, if by chance you're a comic that's listening to this, please come by. We like being chill. We like hanging out with people.
Yeah.
That's kind of the reason to do comedy is if you don't like people, I don't know why you're doing comedy, because that's kind of the only real benefit is you get to talk to people and shoot the shit, find out what other people are up to.
No, pretty much. It's all about the hang. It's all about the fun. So
exactly.
We love Ralph's. We love What Is It Comedy. Come to Rotten Ralph's. Let's give it a fun send-off.
Yeah.
Spend a good time.
And, of course, like and subscribe if you're listening. If you have not rated us on Apple Podcasts, please consider rating us on Apple Podcasts. That actually shoots us up in the rankings.
Franklin would appreciate it.
Gives us a chance to be in front of more random Chechnyan men to try to learn English through us.
Listen, Chechnyan men, we're here to help you. And what matters most is we have Franklin here to assist. And as of right now, he's very limited on his vocabulary. And it's really, if we're being honest, it comes down to funding. Okay, we got to pay to have interpreters and educators come in. So the more you like and subscribe, the more love we get. We're not probably going to get paid for it, but the love is also going to help Franklin go. Yep. And then his vocabulary, it's going to expand. And then he'll teach you English more. It's going to be an experience worth trying. So follow, like, subscribe, comment Franklin. Just say Franklin.
Comment Franklin.
He's here.
Spray paint Franklin somewhere.
Spray paint Franklin consensually. Don't get in trouble with anybody by breaking the laws. But
yeah, if you break the law, that's on you, man.
Yeah, exactly. Franklin doesn't condone that. Franklin is a legal, law-abiding boy. So, but that being said, follow, like, subscribe. We love you.
Yeah, we love you.
That's what I got. Yeah, we love you. Feeling the love. Y'all
there we go.
Night.